Thank you all for being patient there. Thanks for tuning in. Also, you're watching Seeing the Unseen with Christopher LaPrath. And my name's Kenan, his son and the producer of the show. Tonight's title, I actually came up with, and Christopher called it out. It's this malleable past. And it's the concept that, well, the past is just a story that we tell ourselves. For the most part, anyway. Legally speaking, that's a different... yeah, anyway. So, not to get too far off topic, just a quick piece of housekeeping for anyone who's out there joining us for the very first time. Be sure to say something in the chat so I know you're here. The first reading, of course, it's always free, and then going forward after that, it's $10 per time, or you can pay $100 and cover the entire month, which I feel like is a pretty sweet deal, since there are 3 shows per week. That's Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday at 6 p.m. So, yeah, just remember the past is malleable. That's about all I've got to say about that. We decide the stories we tell ourselves in each moment. So I hope you all tell yourselves some good stories out there. Thanks again for tuning in. Enjoy the show. Here's Christopher.
Hey, have a great evening, everybody. Thank you for being here. I always start the show with incense, and Ken bought some new incense today. It's plum incense. It's one of my favorite. But incense lighting is symbolic of clearing energy that no longer serves you, any belief systems, and especially with this title called Malleable Past. And as Ken mentioned, it has to do with the stories that we tell ourselves. And are we willing to let go of those stories and to change the stories, move on to creating new stories? That's what this incense is with you and for you tonight. As I light this is about creating these amazing new stories to come into your life. So great blessings to you all. And with that intent, I want to jump right into the group card. And I wanted to welcome Mary and Jake and Abby, who's in Texas. So Mary and Jake are new to the show, and we'll definitely pull a card for them. So thank you for being here. Thank you all for being here. Happy, happy, happy Sunday evening. So this group card is called Karmic Board Clearing. So Kenan came up with a show about malleable past. And when you think about something being malleable, think about bread dough, right? You can shape bread dough into a loaf, into a pizza crust, into pretty much any shape that you want or need according to your imagination. So this group card tonight, is about karmic board clearing. So it is said that there's an actual spiritual karmic board that exists within this spiritual realm. And they have the capacity to help us overcome any karmic blockages. But so much of the karmic is really, as Kenan was saying, the stories that we tell ourselves over and over and over again, or the stories that were told to us that we took on as true, whether they're family, religious, political, whatever the source, are we willing to let go? This board, this card, is about, from this evening forward, you releasing this karmic board. They are releasing the energy. This karmic board will help you able to do that, to heal our energy field and to clear any patterns that are standing in the way of really, really, truly experiencing love and the expression of our life purpose. Now, karmic blockages, they're often misunderstood as people think that these blockages are punishment. but they're not. They're not punishment. You're not being punished. God, source, your higher self, however you want to term it, is always on our side. It wants us to experience the best and highest, but it also honors our choices. It honors our experiences. And what experience that we want to keep repeating over and over again, I don't know. That's up to you. I mean, how many times can you watch The Wizard of Oz in a row? That's not for me to judge. How many times do you want to keep experiencing the same type? If it's a negativity, if it's a whatever it is, that is completely up to you. So this karmic board honors our choices. It honors our experiences. But here's the thing. Many of these karmic choices or blockages were created by innocent choices. So these karmic blockages, many of them, were created by innocent choices. For example, we've allowed someone to treat us badly, to speak badly of us, because we really wanted to see the good in them. Oh, you know what? I still see the good in them. Or choosing not to let love in because there was a part of us that was scared of being loved, or how we perceived the story we told ourselves of what love was. And many of us were raised with conditional love. I only love you because, oh, you did the dishes? Oh, I love you. Oh, you didn't do the dishes? I don't love you. That's what I mean by conditional. Letting go of those old stories and actually allowing this karmic board to come in and clean any of these belief systems. Now, if you are experiencing pain or a painful event or a traumatic memory, think about it as having food poisoning. And you start feeling really odd. You really feel bad. Well, that's that energy ready to come up and expel it. So when you feel pain or you feel badly, think about this, that this is the karma or this experience coming up to release. That's part of how the karmic board works, to clear for these things to be released. And it's rewriting your story. I'm a writer. I've written a book. I've written a script. I've written the script many, many times. I've actually written the book many, many times before it actually went to print. Be patient with yourself. Rewrite, rewrite, rewrite. Are you willing and are you ready to surrender these old stories and welcome the new ones? Come on in. Come on. You got this. So this group card, I'm spending a little bit more time on this because of what it represents, because your fears, your phobias, challenges, past relationships, or even sometimes challenges with present relationships, feelings of being misunderstood are being released now. Great group card. Okay. We've got Kat and Jared on first. That's awesome. Welcome, you guys. So, Kat, you'll be the first up. So the existence card is releasing the judgment on yourself. This is really sitting naked before the universe. And this is really coming fully back into your body, Kat, and really grateful for the body you have this time. And if you're feeling exposed or raw or vulnerable, this is the universe. It's got you. It's got you. Again, this is that karmic board coming through to help you, that feeling of rawness or vulnerability or exposed. This is coming up to be released. Who you are is absolutely perfect. Your body is absolutely perfect. You work on desiring and glorifying your own body. This is maybe getting a personal trainer, someone who understands the body movements, or someone who's you believe in someone strong enough until they believe in themselves. So you believe in someone strong enough until they believe in themselves. This is you believing in you. Jared, if you're listening, every day, remind Kat who she is. And what an incredible message for every one of us. Rejoice in the body that you have. And then it allows more energy to come in to create even a greater body, a healthier mind, soul, spirit, all of this. Wow. Great card, Kat. All right, my dear Jared, here we go. Okay, so Jared, you're going out to the orchard, and oh my God, you have to really, really think about what you're going to wear, because you've got to appear really good, like you've got to put on a really good impression for the trees. Oh, and the birds. You do not want bad vibes from the birds because you're wearing the wrong color. All right, so this is experiencing. We are here on earth to experience. Forget about perfection. It's process, not perfection. If you're worried about what you're going to wear when you're taking a walk in the orchard, the trees actually don't care, nor do the birds. Did I come across with that one okay?
Made sense.
Okay. This is you don't, you're doing this. When you run a race, you're seeing, number one, not to win the race, but to actually having the experience of running it. Oh, I ran the Boston Marathon. Oh, did you come in first? Well, no. Well, then it didn't count. Well, you understand? It's like, yes, it did count. You ran the Boston Marathon. You are here to experience. Winning is arbitrary. It's stop judging yourself, or being so hard on yourself about, you're a singer, not reaching a note, or singing off key, or you're there for the experience. So this is more experience coming in for you. Be free of judging, because the universe doesn't really judge. Okay, Marilyn, Abby, and Mary, and Jake. All right, my dear Marilyn. So, you cannot, Marilyn, as you know, prepare a mind that is not willing to be prepared. This is about being free of judging yourself, being free of judging yourself for throwing your pearls before swine. What I mean by that is, it's a biblical term. There's nothing wrong with pigs. There's nothing wrong with swine. But if you throw pearls before them, they're going to eat them. And they're going to think, wow, well, that broke my tooth. They have no appreciation of pearls. So anywhere where you have felt not heard, not understood, this is clearing the board here. This is the karmic board coming in and clearing this too for you. Anywhere where people aren't ready to hear, it's okay. You still have lots and lots and lots and tons of pearls. But now you're just learning to throw them before people who really appreciate them. And to have educated pearl traders, 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 that know the value of pearls, come in and acknowledge your pearls. You're not here to help people that aren't ready. And so anywhere where you've judged yourself on not being able to reach those type of people, are you willing to let go of that now? Because they're just simply not ready. So it would be like, I don't know, teaching calculus to a second grader. And unless they were a genius, would you walk away going, well, that was not productive? Well, they're just second graders, right? There are lots of people out there. Really a lot of people out there that are second graders, spiritually, mentally, emotionally. This is upping your game. This is reaching people. So maybe next week I'll call you, but maybe we can actually interview you on the show. Start the introduction with interviewing you, Marilyn, to share some of these pearls to the group here that appreciate pearls. So maybe next Monday night, if you could make a note of that, and I'll talk to you about it. See if you're comfortable with it. Okay. And then my dear Abby in Texas. you're having a family reunion of sorts in more than one way. So put a bowl of salt under your bed tonight, like a cereal bowl. You're doing, on this trip, you're doing a lot of healing, but you're also healing the people around you. And when you do that, this is Kennan's title for the show, was The Malleable Past. It's helping other people let go of their, helping people change their perception of the past. So you're going to be telling stories. Stories will be coming through you from family that have passed to help you remember these stories, to help heal. This is the turning in, and sharing these stories to help you Okay, so let me give you an example. So today I did a reading for a woman in England. And she's an author. She's written a book. She's a white woman. She wrote a book set in the 1850s about a black slave woman. She said, Chris, it was the weirdest thing because I could see these scenarios. I could see what I was writing. It was like they actually happened. They did happen. This was being channeled through her. Her character in the book is named Maggie. There actually was a woman in the 1850s who was black, was a slave, named Maggie, and she was coming through, and Josephine, who I was reading for, was literally like transcribing this black woman's story. And I won't go into more facts about it because of time, but it's like you're getting downloads of family. And so tell stories this week when you're there. Okay? All right. Mary and Jake, welcome to the show. Thank you for being here. So what we do is I shuffle through the deck, and I let your guides, your angels, however you want to term it, pull the card that is the best and highest for you. So, Jake, this year is about avoiding the bullies. And especially becoming aware of the worst bully of all, which can be yourself beating up on yourself. Okay. Dude, I want to say you rock. I mean, that's just like, you are extraordinary in any way, shape, or form where you've beat up on yourself or compared yourself to some chart as to where you think you should be. No, this is, you're on the right path. You're you're going to be directed even more so. And you're going to be aware of this direction, of these synchronicities that come into your life that are really going to be extraordinary. In any way, shape, or form, letting go of beating up on yourself. And allow the mind to clear. So give yourself a break from any substances and allow the mind to clear. Because you've got this healing energy coming in. Yeah, that's a powerful card. And allow, rather than fight for what it is you want, allow it to come in. So if you're chasing after a dog because you want the dog, you're trying to save the dog, it's going to run from you. If you sit down calmly with a can of dog food or some treats, more likely it will come to you. This is stop chasing what you think you should or need or feel you want. And you know what? Just sitting still, allowing it to come to you. It's going to come to you. It's coming to you now. Okay. All right, Mary. Well, there's definitely a trip coming up. It's important for you to take that trip to Hawaii. Take a break. Set your intention. You deserve a break. And not just to McDonald's. You know that song, you deserve a break today, so get up and get away? No. This is like Hawaii or even the Caribbean. It's important for you to be by the water, but this will help clear your head. Will help you get back into really alignment with who you are. Just a short break, a few days, a weekend. Taking this trip is really important. It's coming up. It's happening. But I wanted you to be aware of it. And it will help you reset. You're just needing some time to reset. And it'll be clear sailing for you. Great, great year for you. Okay, my dear Marilyn Pitts, here we go. So, for those of you that are new on the show, I do pull a card for you, like I did just for Mary, and about that trust card and realigning, trusting your own self. You just need a break to sort things out, especially when things are coming at you really fast. It's like back away, take a break. For Marilyn, so that applies to all of us, right? There's something coming up for all of us, but with Marilyn, this is the abundance card, Marilyn Pitts. This is the abundance card. So thank you for being here. The abundance card came up, which applies to you, of course, but to all of us. They're trying to show me something. Hold on just a moment, Marilyn. I just need a minute. So you know those, you can get, they're, I think they're called sun catchers. They're hanging crystals that when the sun hits them, they like reflect the rainbow. They're just little that you hang in the window. So there's something with rainbows. It's like your I don't know, did you have a wallpaper as a kid with rainbows on it, or you're always coloring rainbows? And you know how the pot of gold, they say that the pot of gold is at the end of the rainbow? This is you actually materializing or getting to the bottom of the rainbow. But there's something with rainbows. There's something that you need to see the spectrum of color. So they're showing me the spectrum of color that's important for you to see, which will activate different areas of your brain. Or different colors do some research on like the metaphysical meaning of the color green, purple, red. And so this is a great exercise for all of us. I don't know what this is, but maybe I can talk about it tomorrow night on the show. But it's something with rainbow colors, and why is that so important for you to look at? To look at the range of rainbow colors, to look at the full rainbow spectrum. Yeah, there's something with the spectrum. It may not make any sense to you now. You know, you and I have had readings, and then after the reading, it goes ding. Even sometimes days or week later, you'll go ding, ding, ding. Oh my God, that's one of those things. There's something with the spectrum. Can we write that down so I can remember to look that up? There's something with the color spectrum that's really important. So if any of you, if you can, just if there's something that somebody knows about the rainbow or about the color spectrum that's on the show, there's something coming through that Marilyn is triggered. Thanks, Marilyn. I love it. There's something with this that there's something that one of you knows about the rainbow or about the color spectrum that's really important. So now I'll do some research for tomorrow's show to Marilyn. So thank you. Hey, Tiff. It's so great to have you. I love it when you're on the show. So, Tiffany, The bamboo is flexible. The oak tree is really solid. I can have both. It's okay for me to have both. It's okay for me to have it all. This is like being given a choice, chocolate ice cream or vanilla. Well, can I have a scoop of both? Oh, the person never thought about that. Of course you can have a scoop of chocolate and a scoop of vanilla. I want a great paying job, but I want flexibility. Anywhere where you have, oh, this is melding, this is getting rid of the either or, the need for either or. I can either have this or I can have that. Universe, show me how I can have it all. Universe, show me how I can have it both. Anywhere where you have a decision, there is no decision. There is, universe, show me how to have it all. It's kind of like, Tiffany, it's like going to a dress shop, trying on some clothes, and it helps to have the saleswoman's opinion, right? Where you think you're thinking this looks best on you, but then it helps to have other people's opinion to go, oh, maybe the dress that I really didn't care for that much, it looked really good too, or I can buy both dresses. How is it that I can buy both? So I'll tell you a quick story around this. So one of my clients, major corporate executive, I said, hey, you're going to Greece. She's like, I don't think so. 2 weeks later, she was asked to speak at a corporate convention in Greece. She goes to Greece, but before she goes, I'm saying, you have to go. It's important for you to wear the color of Greece. And she's like, what's the color of Greece? And she looked it up, and it's kind of a dark red color. And so she goes into this dress shop, or she goes into this shop, and she finds this coat for, I think it was $500. And she calls me, and I go, oh, get the coat. She goes, yeah, but it's $500. She goes, it's $500. I go, no, it's not. It's on sale. She goes, no, it's not. I go, Amanda, take the $500 coat, go up to the counter. She goes, you know what? I'm just going to get this coat. So Amanda goes up. She bills out $500 for this coat, and she gets a coupon after she purchases the coat for 75% off her next purchase. And Amanda looks at this receipt and she goes, Can I use this on the coat I just bought? And the saleswoman goes, oh yes, of course. So she gets this $500 coat for $150. So this is what I'm telling you, Tiff. It's something like that. It's like where you think something's impossible or not available, it's coming to you. So keep in touch with me. Text me, call me, let me know what's going on, because this is really important. It's something like that story that I just told you. Okay? All right, Diney, here we go.
into that, Marilyn Pitts says an old dear friend of her brother's passed away this weekend. Maybe the rainbow's connected. And someone else said the chakras might be.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to back up here, Diane, for a minute. So Marilyn Pitts says an old dear friend of my brother's passed away the weekend. Maybe the rainbow's connected. Yeah, there's something. I don't know if you're going to the memorial, but there's something with. It's funny because I don't know. Your brother was talking. It was actually your brother coming through talking about this rainbow, but there's something with that. But I'll either call you or you call me, or maybe tomorrow night it'll be a little bit more clear for us. Melinda says prisms, yeah. But yeah, we'll do some research on that. And then Melinda sent the website. The color spectrum is significant, so maybe you can all Google that. The color spectrum is significant. All right. Anyway, Diane. All right. So when Kenan was, how old were you when you told we were going to go to Japan, and your teacher goes, "Oh my God, you're going to get SARS." Remember that?
I don't remember that really.
Anyway, so when Kenan was little, my son was little, who's a producer, we'd planned a trip to Japan. And his teacher found out, and this was many, many years ago, but the teacher goes, "Oh my God, you're going to get SARS," which at that time was another. Anyway. And it was this projection, like she was projecting, which is highly, highly, highly inappropriate to say to a kid or to try to scare a kid. So, anywhere, Diane, where you've traveled to another country and brought back bacteria, virus, blah, 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 this is cutting it off, cleaning it, returning to sender. Now, the country I'm talking about is previous lives. This has to do with how rude is it if you go to dinner, somebody invites you to dinner, and you're like, hold on. Yeah, what was it you said? I'm sorry, I was on the phone. What? Well, what did you say? Huh? How rude is that? This is like putting your phone down, being at dinner with the people and family and where you're at 100%. And not bringing in past lives, like old messages on your phone or phone calls. This is in any way, shape, or form cutting that off. So this is, you call the karma board, you call the karma police. I'll call them karma police if you want to. Karma board in to go, no, cut it off. This has been one of, and stop going back to that country. Stop going back to the past. Stop making it about something from the past, even in this lifetime. Stop it. I highly recommend. I'm not telling you what to do. Just that's what's coming up. That's what's happening. It's going to happen. Woo! Okay, that was a doozy. Okay. All right, John. This is the letting go card, John. So tonight, if you have like a grill or something that you can light a fire, I release and clear all that I need to let go of that I'm unaware of right now and put it in the fire. I release and clear even things that I'm not aware of on a conscious level. I'm willing to let that go now, and I do so now. Or it could be just write that on a piece of paper, take it out, burn it in a fire-resistant bowl. So I don't know. So what I'm seeing is lilies, and look up what the spiritual meaning of lilies is. I don't know if your mom had it. There's some energy with your mom coming through, and this, like, even the smell of lily. Oh, okay. It's been said by the masters that the divine has a certain smell to it. It's a very sweet, uplifting smell. And Tiffany, I'm getting this with you too, if you're still on the show. Like today, I thank you for being here, John, because I wasn't sure what your mom was showing me, but she's showing me lilies, which is this. So lilies are very, very, very fragrant. And when you smell something really sweet, like today I was going to the store, and on the way into the store, I actually smelled, it was like the most fragrant flower. And I stopped and I looked around to see if they had flowers. There were no flowers at all, anywhere. And nobody had walked by me with perfume. And so it's that kind of experience. It's like when you smell, so some people like have tingling or feeling, they can feel the divine. Some people can smell the divine. And this is with you, and especially with Tiffany too, John, this is your mother. This is her reminding you that the divine is around. She was very God-centric. This is you being very upright, forthright, God-centric. And she's acknowledging that. This is acknowledging you standing up for what is right and being rewarded for it. It's like, it's important you smell good. Okay. All right. Mindy? Wow. All right, Mindy. First of all, I get go with the fro. This is changing your hairstyle, or treating yourself to a hair color. There's something with your hair. That's the first thing I saw. This is called going with the flow, but this is going with the fro. This is doing something with your hair. And this is about really feeling good about yourself. So Melinda's talking about, you're talking about the flu?
That was a while ago.
Okay. All right. So you were thinking about that today. So that's important. Change it. Change something. Anything. Your hair is important. Your hair symbolizes your spirituality, your connection. Do something with it. It will literally, it will change your life. I know this sounds simplistic, but I'm telling you, there's something really important about this. It's important, Mindy. All right, Edna.
She said she could use a little extra healing.
Yeah, so there's something with changing the energy around your hair that will help bring in the healing. All right, so Edna. Call in the Buddhist masters. They're there to assist you. If you're driving to work, you can get Audible and get Autobiography of a Yogi. You can listen to it while you're driving to work. You can listen to any book while you're driving to work, but this is looking at the spiritual masters. When you're reading these books that were written by these spiritual masters, you begin to get downloads. And that's important for you to do right now. Even listening to the solfeggio frequencies, and Mindy, I would also have you listening to those solfeggio frequencies tonight. You can have them playing in the background. They don't even have to be audible, but just have the currency, the current, the vibration, the frequency of them coming through to you. And then Edna, there's this, I don't know what it's called. Oh, they're lilacs. I know what those are called. Planting lilacs. Planting lilacs. This is your mom coming through about planting lilacs. Yep. Yep. It's lilacs. It's, again, I'm going to go back to John and Tiffany. It's important for you to have that lilac smell. I don't know why. There's a little mysteries to the readings tonight, but it will become clear to you. So even with you, Melinda, looking at the color spectrum, that was for you as well, as it was for all of us. But this is the divine smell. So whatever smell you love, whether it's lilacs, lilies, John, whatever the smell is, it's really important to be light and bright. So you've already planted 2 lilacs. These are, it's like having a couple of different color varieties. And look up the meaning of white lilacs and purple, dark purple, light purple. All right, Mindy. Oh, and Marilyn, thank you. Lilac scented candles are wonderful. That's really odd you brought that up, Marilyn, because I went to the farmer's market and this woman had this, I don't know, she had 20 feet of just, she had her own lilac farm here in northern Arizona. And I just thought that was really unusual. And then you bring it up tonight. So yeah, and Mindy, it would be really good for you to have lilacs. So Edna, grow lilacs, give them to your sister, or some of them anyway. All right. Karen, thanks for being here, Karen. Spurts, girl, spurts. Slowing down and then speeding up. It'll slow down and then it'll speed up. When it's slow, stop wishing for it to be fast or busy or things are working out. They should be busier. They should be. No, this is the dog that spends most of its day laying in a pile. And then when the refrigerator door opens or it hears the leash or it hears a gummy wrapper or whatever, it's like, oh. And then it has the energy, it has the ability to boom and be there. But be free of judging when things are down or slow. Know that is a required time. There's 8 hours of night, 16 hours of light usually. But anyway, my point is be okay with taking breaks. Allow breaks because it helps you to reset. And then it also allows you to have the energy when things do get intense or do get busy to really move ahead. This is the universe coming for you, collaborating with you. So a great amount of success this year for you. Hey, Jeff. So great to have you, man. Love it when you're on the show. Jeff Reynolds, you're on a journey, man. This is beyond illusion. You know when somebody's blowing smoke. I'm not going to mention where, but you know what I'm talking about. This is your third eye. Trust your gut. Okay, so this is the this is so great. They're telling me to tell you the story of the Emperor's Clothes. Isn't that an Aesop fable? Or
I think so, yeah. I'll look it up.
anyway, Aesop fable or Grimm, I can't remember. But anyway, there's the king hired this tailor, world-renowned tailor. And the tailor said, you know what, king, I'm going to give you something. I'm going to make you something that nobody else, no other ruler has. I'm going to make you the most elaborate, beautiful, invisible clothes you've ever seen. So the bear goes, wow, okay, that's really cool. So if you remember this fable, the king is dressed in the most unbelievable, invisible regalia you'd ever want to see. And he goes parading through the streets. And everybody's like, ooh, ah, because they're afraid to speak the truth. And then this little kid yells out, but he ain't got nothing on. and it broke the illusion. Or it broke the fear. This is you standing up, calling BS when you see BS. You're right on, you're right on with it. Okay? Hans Christian Andersen. Thank you, Kenan. Hans Christian Andersen. The invisible, or the
Emperor's New Clothes, yeah.
the what?
The Emperor's New Clothes.
The Emperor's New Clothes. Thank you. Thank you.
Heather Bell Burroughs, Harvey just came on too.
Heather,
Yeah, Heather Bell.
is she next?
Yeah, well, she'll be after Ashley. If you want to.
Okay, Ashley, thank you for being here. I sent your book out yesterday. All right, my dear Ashley. Okay, breakthrough. Breakthrough comes when you're right up against the wall. Boom. So they're showing me the movie Dune, and I can't remember the character's name, but the main star, he tunes his voice to break through obstacles. This is combining your voice with the universe's voice to be very clear on what it is you want. Be very clear. Speak it. It breaks through walls. Combine it with the voice of the universe, it breaks through walls, and you tell the universe this or something better, boom. It may not even dissipate that area of the wall, that breakthrough, it may dissipate the entire wall. So give more power to your voice. What it is you want. Be free of putting out there what it is you don't want, or putting energy on what isn't working out. Bring your energy back and focus on what it is you do want, and it will create it. This is your breakthrough card. Also, be sure to get some really good, I don't know if they're wool socks, but keep your feet warmer. And you can look up the health benefits of that. I'm not going to go into that. But this is important about keeping your feet warm. So every one of you that are out there, especially in the wintertime, get some wool socks, get some of these thermo socks or slippers. It's really important actually to keep your feet warm. Okay, Heather.
She says that's twice in a week she got that cartoon and she just watched Dune. That breakthrough.
Who actually did?
Ashley, yeah.
Oh, okay, good. That's really cool. Huh?
And she's been sleeping with a heating pad on her cold feet. So,
Okay, so try, do the socks. So that's great. And then, Heather. All right. When we're missing people that have passed, that's usually an indication that they're around us. Let me put it this way. If you use GPS, when you get in the car, you put in your destination, or you have a destination where you're going to go. And then as soon as you get in, it doesn't go, okay, Heather, you're going to turn left, and then you're going to turn right, and then you're going to go 5 miles, turn left, and then you're going to go down and another 10 miles, turn right again, go 4 miles. It doesn't do that. It goes, Heather, turn right in 500 feet. Then you turn right 500 feet, and then it'll say, Heather, go 5 miles. And then you'll turn left on exit blah, blah, blah. It doesn't give you all the directions at one time. And just because you're not getting all the directions at one time doesn't mean the GPS isn't working. This is your angels, this mother figure, this grandmother. It's a motherly, very loving energy around you, going, honey, when was the last time you bought a book and read the last chapter first? Life doesn't work like that. Direction will be given to you when you need it, at least half a mile before you get there. And Jeff, that goes for you too. You know what? Kat, Jared, Marilyn, Abby, Mary, Jake, Marilyn Pitts, Tiffany, Diane, John, Melinda, Edna, Karen, Jeff, Ashley, this goes for you too. Sometimes that direction is not given there until half a mile before your next turn. Trust your guidance, Heather. Trust it. And if you are sensing or thinking about or missing people, they're close to you. Okay, love you all. We'll do this again tomorrow night. Have a great, great night.